In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw and stitch the teddy bear's eyes, nose, and mouth. But for today, I'm going to focus on the easiest way to build the face. So let's start here with the lady flower. And for that, you're going to need a very short fabric, fleet fabric. As you can see here, it's a very short fabric. Fleet, very short. And you're going to need one of these fabric pencils, or pen actually, because they go very well on the fabric. The fabric has to be long enough for building both the head and the body. So I'm going to show you, I picked up a very large piece of fabric. However, the most important is that you're going to pick the fabric right in the center and pull it up to incorporate both the head and the body. And I'm going to show you where it's going to be on the puppet right now. So the lady flower, of course, is done. However, to begin with, I had already built the ball for the head. So if you already have an idea of what you want in the size, you can build just a rough ball so that it can contain the head, because that's the primary piece, and it starts from the head. At least I just start from the head. So you picked up the fabric and you're going to cover with the head, and you can see it leaves a little bit marks on the side, but don't worry, because that's actually good, because it's going to make, like for example, the lady flower has a wrinkle here that looks like her hair, you know, like the hair that's coming out, but she doesn't have hair because she's a flower. So this is what to start with, but as you can see, the head is the point, the beginning point in this whole thing. And when she was, before it was completed, it was just like that. However, so now that you see, you're not going to put the eyes yet over here. I'm just measuring. So now that you can see, this is where the head is going to be, right in the center of this entire fabric. It looks like a ghost now, of course. But now the reason I'm showing you this is because when you are ready to draw the eyes and the mouth, you are going to pick up the hooks from the embroidery and apply that fabric right in the center. So I've marked already the center of my fabric, and I'm going to put over the rods so that I can draw. You cannot draw on the fabric unless the fabric is stretched out on these nice rods here. They're easy to find anywhere online. So I'm going to start from that center of the head that's going to be tight on that rod. So to begin with, you place the larger side of the rod under, and on top, on the other side of the fabric, you place the smaller size of the rod and put it in place, and then flip it over and you must tight very well so you can draw the eyes and the nose on the fabric. Now you have your fabric perfectly stretched out, and it's time to draw. Now these pens, like I said, they are made for drawing on fabric, and they work very well. So as you can see, it's not hard to draw a line that makes the eyes, like a half a circle, and the mouth. Okay, so now that I have drawn my eyes and my mouth, the head can just be anything that you can make it into a ball. Like I said, I prepared the fleets that go inside the ball, and I can just make a shape of a ball that is not the final head. It's just to give you that shape. And so I'm going to put it up inside the fabric so you can see. So the face has to be perfectly tucked in and covered. And right now, don't worry if you don't have much enough of a body, because the body is going to be built